What the fuck is even going on in this show, man? This is absolutely horrendous. This show is not good in any way. At this point, this company doesn't give a fuck, man. It's very obvious. They don't give a fuck about trying to improve. If someone's trying to improve, it's evident, right? It's visible. It's not visible in this case because they're not trying to do it, man. They're not fucking trying to do it. I'm not gonna review every single segment because I just don't fucking have the energy, man. Not about just reviewing them, even watching every single thing that happens in this godforsaken show. This was a 3 hour long show. Fuck out of here, man. This does not deserve 3 hours of runtime. Quite frankly, they don't even have enough material. First we have Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn. They have a heated exchange. And, well, it's about Sami Zayn doing the same nonsense again. He's clearly about to be a heel if he hasn't already become one. And I think he's better as a heel than as a babyface, so I guess that's good. But look, Sami Zayn is not a main event act. He never was. He's at best maybe a mid-card act. Not even a mid-card act, to be honest. He's good as a guy who's in the undercard. He's fine for that, right? Even then he has to fucking build a better physique, but that's a completely separate topic. This guy has no business competing for the WWE title, which he will at this point is very obvious. He slaps Cody Rhodes when Cody Rhodes says, "Oh, you're never gonna become WWE champion," which is very obvious. Like, if this guy becomes the WWE champion, that's just a fucking stain in the history of wrestling. Not just WWE, wrestling as a whole. He does not deserve the title just because of the fact that he doesn't have the physique. And he just doesn't have it, man. Not everybody has it. He's one of those guys. Cody Rhodes then slaps back and Sami Zayn goes down. He gets a steel chair, but then he doesn't do anything. So he drops the chair and then he leaves. That's the segment. Considering the standards that we have today, it was an okay segment, alright? But it was what it was, man. Like, it doesn't make any sense because the people involved in this segment, they are just not interesting. The writers are just complete fucking shit. It's embarrassing. Just hire new writers. Hire somebody who has some edge in them, man. This is not it. Then we have a match between Rey Fenix and Axiom for the fucking AAA Cruiserweight title. I refuse to watch this. I have no idea who wins this match, and I don't give a fuck about it. There is a backstage segment between Julia and Kiana James. Who gives a fuck? There is a backstage segment between Gunther and what's his name? Nick Pierce? What's his name? Nick Aldis, sorry. And Gunther says that he's gonna choose Sami Zayn to be the referee in his match with Cody Rhodes next week for the title. No one gives a fuck. Then we have a tag team match between, I can't even remember. I think it's Tiffany and fucking Chelsea Green and the lackeys of Jade Cargill. After the match, Jade Cargill attacks Tiffany Stratton. Who gives a fuck? Then we have the main event. Jey Uso versus Finn Balor versus Royskis versus LA Knight. The winner advances to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament. Now, a few days ago I made a video saying that LA Knight's gonna win this match because it only makes sense. Who is it gonna be if not LA Knight? There is no way it's gonna be Royskis or Finn Balor, right? And certainly they're not stupid enough to give this victory to Jey Uso after the monstrosity that happened after he became the world champion. And even when he won the Rumble for that matter. There is no way they're gonna do that, right? So, well, they did that exactly. Not only did this motherfucker, this fat Samoan bastard, win the match, he pinned LA Knight for it. I mean, this company has to be trolling the fans at this point, man. There is no other explanation to this. How can you be so out of touch? They used to say Vince McMahon's out of touch, man. No, Vince McMahon was not out of touch. Not to this fucking degree, at least. Vince McMahon was pushing people like Roman Reigns. Let's not fucking forget that. Vince McMahon is the guy who pushed people like Brock Lesnar and even Drew McIntyre, man. He was not the guy who was out of touch. This jabron Triple H and whoever the fuck else is in charge right now, they're the ones who are out of touch because they're the ones who are pushing people like Jey Uso and Sami Zayn in the world title picture over guys like Royskis. Royskis is twice the size of Jey Uso. He will fucking murder Jey Uso if he feels like it, man. There is no reason for Royskis to lose to people like Jey Uso and fucking Tama Tonga. Fuck even Gunther, man. It's not acceptable. What the fuck? It's not believable, man. It's just not believable. Why is Jey Uso better than Royskis or LA Knight? Because he has more passion? Get the fuck out of here, man. That's not how it works. Passion cannot fucking make you beat people who are twice your size, man. Like, I can't just fucking walk into the football pitch and say, "Oh, I have more passion than Ronaldo, so now I'm a better player than him. It doesn't work like that. Shout out to the World Cup. It doesn't work like this, alright? Jey Uso wins, obviously people are pissed off, and now we have Jey Uso versus Javon Evans on one end, and Obafemi versus Dominic Mysterio on the other end. I don't know what they're going for here. Like, Obafemi most likely will not win because Lesnar's gonna interfere. Obafemi mentions Lesnar every time he comes out, right? So it's very obvious that he's right around the corner. Like, it's not a rivalry that's gonna be shelved for now and months later it's gonna be fucking resurfaced. That's not gonna happen. He's right around the corner. He's coming back most likely for SummerSlam. So Obafemi in that case is not gonna fucking compete for the world title. So it's Dominic Mysterio in the final versus most likely Jey Uso because Javon Evans, he's not gonna go that far, right? So it's Jey Uso versus Dominic Mysterio most likely. I could be wrong, of course, you never know. But most likely it's that, unless it's Obafemi who's in the final, which is also very unlikely because another thing to keep in mind, they would not probably want Obafemi to face a babyface in the final match, right? So Obafemi versus Javon Evans or Obafemi versus Jey Uso, it's a very unlikely matchup at this given point of time. Most likely it's gonna be Jey Uso versus Dominic Mysterio just based on WWE logic of booking, right? So I'm just obviously speculating here, but that's what it's looking like. And then you know what's gonna happen. Jey Uso is gonna win. Alright, Jey Uso is gonna fucking fight for the WWE title at SummerSlam. That's what we are looking at here. This company has given up. Like, you wanna sell tickets for SummerSlam and you put Jey Uso, of all people, in the WWE title match. Fuck off, man. Just fuck off. I really hate the fact that I have to watch this show in order to just fucking run this channel, man. I really don't want to watch this because it's to the point now where it's really fucking bad and it's intolerable. It wasn't like this during McMahon, man. Like, I'm not saying it was perfect, but it was so not like this. This is extremely bad.